To take this conversation further, political campaign advisor and communication consultant Dileep Cherian is joining us live on the broadcast. Mr. Cherian, thank you so much for joining us on WION. I would like to hear your first thoughts on the One Nation, One Election plan.
The idea has been mooted for a while now, and it has been in the manifesto, so it's not a huge surprise. But from what I'm hearing from experts on elections and on politics, the biggest question is going to be on federalism and what it implies for the federal nature of the Indian polity. There are practical issues. There are people who point out that we were not able to do 4 state elections even at the same time just now. But those are political scoring points. The big point is, what does it do to the concept of federalism? And why is it that globally it hasn't found acceptance in any country which practices everyday democracy? So from a point of view of democracy and from the point of view of practicality, there are issues. But the idea, which has been around for a while, sounds tantalizing, looks like it's a great idea to minimize the friction of constant politics over policy making. And as someone who's been involved in both policy making as well as in working with politicians and political parties, let me say that this is a debate which never got to this level before. So it's unique. And in a sense, from my point of view, it's also a means of wresting the narrative from how things are going in politics at the moment.
Right, you make a very interesting point there, Mr. Cherian. The report that's led by former President Ramnath Kovind claims that the plan will actually help optimize scarce resources, also make the electoral process easier for voters, and there could be faster economic growth, in fact, a more stable economy for India. Would you agree with that kind of assessment?
You know, my sense is that as far as the impact on the economy is concerned, my belief is that more churn equals more charge. So the economy gets charged each time there is an election. So that's fundamentally flawed, that argument. But the Kovind report has a point where it says that it will ensure that policy making is not constantly hostage to politics of the moment. So that has been a problem with India, mainly because most parties, when they go to elections, go with a manifesto and then are quickly making changes to the way they govern and the way they run the government. So in a sense, it is the failure of the electorate to hold the parties to be accountable for what they have in their manifestos, which is the real problem.
All right, Mr. Cherian, thank you so much for joining us on WION and getting us your insights.
Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.